Hi, I'm Hadas Thier, and this is Marxism in a Minute. So cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Dogecoin and others are decentralized currencies. They're not backed by any state. Instead, they utilize blockchain technologies, where millions of computers create and solve complex mathematical problems in order to create and verify units of currency. So it's actually an incredibly energy intensive and emissions producing process. The technology behind Bitcoin uses more energy than the entire country of Ireland. But even though they're technically considered currencies, they're unlikely to ever actually function like money. A tiny number of vendors accept them, in part because the technology involved is so costly and slow, and because they're not regulated or backed by any state, their value is incredibly volatile. So if a car dealership were to sell a car for $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, and then the next day the value of Bitcoin drops in half, then effectively they've sold their car for $5,000. So instead, cryptocurrencies are really just speculative assets. And a few regular people have made some money off of investing in cryptocurrencies, but they'll just as likely lose that money. And mostly, cryptocurrencies have been a playground for the ultra rich. Now, NFTs, non fungible assets, use the same blockchain technology to verify ownership of digital assets like memes or a digital photo or even a tweet. And I say ownership in scare quotes because most of these NFTs are still publicly available, can be downloaded, copied, passed around the internet. But for a few $1,000,000, you can get the bragging rights to saying that you own an X-ray of William Shatner's teeth, or you own Jack Dorsey's first tweet. So some of the impetus for cryptocurrencies had, libertarian roots, to have money that's untethered from the state. But the reality is that these currencies and their NFT offshoots are incredibly wasteful and ultimately meaningless playgrounds for the mega rich.